love crowds. Love crowds. And as a kid, my house was always crowded, always people around. You know, I come from a big old-fashioned, hard-working, stupid family. That's what I come from. What a dumb family I got. Are you kidding? Last week I looked up my family tree. I found out I'm the sap. My old man, he was dumb too, my old man. He worked in a bank. They caught him stealing pens. I tell you, I can't relax, you know. Well, the other night I felt like having a few drinks. I went over to the bartender and said, surprise me. He showed me a naked picture of my wife. My wife had got no sex life either. She cut me down to once a month. No, I'm lucky. 2 guys I know she cut out completely. I met one of the guys. I told him, who told you could fool around my wife? He said, everybody. My wife. Well, last night she told me she wants to have sex in the back seat of the car and she wants me to drive. You're good laugh, we for crying out loud. You're good laugher here, baby. How you doing? I love a guy with a good laugh. You're all right, baby, huh? Where you from, bud? The questions get harder as I go along, you know. I'm not going to follow you home. What are you worrying about for crying out loud, huh? Where you from again? Whereabouts? Jersey? No wonder. I got enough trouble over here. Don't you start now, will you please? Whereabouts in Jersey, huh? Wayne, New Jersey. Oh, Wayne. Oh, you city slicker. I'm in a good mood, though, I'll tell you that. I just signed a big contract with General Motors for 2 years. I bought a new car. I always get stuck when I buy a car. The salesman always says she's a beauty. He never says he's a beauty, and I found out why, because a car and a girl are very much alike. I mean, with either one, a car or a girl, how many times in a cold morning when you really need it, it won't turn over? What the hell? Nice to see the love in the room, anyway. Man, there's too much hate in the world today. People always fight with each other. It's awful. The trouble with me is I'm too easygoing. Last night I had dinner in a Chinese restaurant. I opened my fortune cookie. Inside was a guy's check next to me. I said to my buddy, I got your check. He said, thanks. I know, I mean, there's wise guys. Gonna take a little vacation. Spoke to some guy who works in a travel agency. He told me I could spend 6 nights in Puerto Rico. No days, just 6 nights in Puerto Rico. I said to myself, well, I do myself days. I do whatever you want. Just keep out of Puerto Rico. Well, you have to get away once in a while, take a little vacation. I went to Paris last year. In Paris. Any folks been in Paris? How about Pennsylvania? Well, I guess Pennsylvania's more popular than Paris. What am I like to get away once in a while. What the heck? I just did a one-nighter in Milwaukee, and she was lovely. I wish I came to the Midwest, and I lived in a nice, adjusted town. You know, really, it was nice. I had a wooden frame house with a screen door in back of the kitchen. My brother and sister were Marianne and Biff. I had a fat maid named Annie. I walk her with a tennis racket, smack her in the ass. She goes, oh, that boy. And Dad worked for the bank for 30 years. Vice president, very adjusted man, Dad. Churchgoer, never smokes, drinks, or gambles. Then you read about these guys. One day they pick up an axe and wipe out the whole family, you know? Well, the next day the cops come around. What happened here? What kind of man was he? He was a quiet man. A very quiet man. Where was I? Oh, I was in Paris. Yes, I was in Paris. Went to a place called the Crazy Horse Saloon. Little French girl saw me there. There's the owner right over there. Good to see her. A little French girl saw me. She looked at me. She said, you're cute. And then she told me you're medicated best lovers. And then she said, well, you're medicated comedians are the best lovers. And I walked away. I figured I was too good for her. Who the hell needs that? She's a lovely girl. She told me she was a world traveler. Then she told me what a trip cost, and I told her we live in 2 different worlds. She was a lovely girl. In fact, that night took me to a wild party. I played a new version of Russian roulette. We passed around 6 girls, and one of them had VD. I don't know. People say to me, what do you like about a girl that goes legs? Are you a leg man? Are you a breast man? Are you an ass man? I don't know what I am. I think I must be an ass man, you know. Yeah, people always say to me, you're an ass, man. I'll tell you what's embarrassing. You see a great ass, you follow it, it turns out to be a guy. Am I too fast for this whole table over here? What is it, huh? There's a lot of things that I can't figure out. I was in a place the other night, and this place was girls dancing there with no clothes on, naked. And they wouldn't let me in. I didn't have a tie and a jacket. Oh, yesterday was a beauty. I asked a cab driver, where can I get some action? He took me to my house. There's a lot of things going on around my house. But the other night in front of my house, I saw a guy jogging naked. I said to him, how come? He said, because you came home early. Well, last week I really got stuck. I went to a discount massage parlor with self-service. I'll tell you, my sex life is nothing anyway. You kidding? My sex life. My biggest thrill is self-inflicted hickeys. What a sex life. I told a girl from Allstate, what I want to put in your hands, you'll never sell me insurance. What a sex life. The only reason I get any girls at all is because of who I am, a rapist. I'm not a sexy guy. I know I'm not sexy. Well, this morning when I put on my underwear, I could hear the Fruit of Loom guys giggling. I'm a bad lover. You're kidding? Very bad lover. You know, I caught a peeping Tom booing me. Now, but some guys, they do anything to get girls. I was trying to get girls for I was taking my dog for a walk. Man, I figured some girls say, oh, what a cute dog. Before you start talking, you get the girl. Didn't work out. My dog was too smart, you know. He was using me to go to the dogs. No, but dogs are smart, really are. I mean, a guy meets a girl, is not sure if he likes it, takes her out a few times, spends all kinds of money. A dog don't do this. Dog goes out with one smell. She's for me. Knows right away, you know?
Well, we got to talk about one more thing, I guess, huh? I want you to do me a favor. I want you to stop sending money to World Hunger Organizations. Well, I don't want to seem cruel, you know, but I'm an American, you know? You're just like you. I think we've done a lot. I think we pretty much fucking give out, you know? We give. And they fucking make these commercials to fuck with your head. You know, you're sitting at home, you're having a wonderful time, enjoying what the fuck you put together from scratch, on your own, in your own life. You turn on the television and they got this fucking 2-year-old, 3-inch waisted kids and they're going, and the voiceover is like, won't you please help? What kind of sick fucking bastard are you? How can you sit there in that air-conditioned, fully heated home with an icebox and cupboard full of food in a country where you can eat 24 hours a day while little Haji pick up that fucking phone? Won't you please help, huh? Kind of sick fuck are you? You're really trying to guilt trip the shit out of him. It's like, hey, why don't you feed him? You're only 5 feet away! Why don't you get him one of your sandwiches you packed for the day, huh, Bob? Fucking commercials, man. You know the guy's right off camera with a Baby Ruth going, they can't see me, can they? Come here. If I could only walk. Come on, it's right there, reach for it. Come on, they gear these fucking things up to fuck with your head, man. They know what they're doing. Got a director there going, come on, don't feed him yet, don't feed him yet! The light was bad on that last one. Let's get one more take. Come on, Haji, get back in the mud hole. Come on. Come on, let's get out of here, these fucking mosquitoes, Jesus. I don't need that shit. You want to help them? You really want to help these people? Stop sending them food. Don't send these people another bite. You want to help them? Send them U-Hauls. Send them luggage, folks. Send them somebody like me. I'll walk out there. Send a guy out there that goes, hey, we just drove 700 miles with your food. And it occurred to us that there wouldn't be world hunger if you people would live where the food is! You live in a fucking desert! You understand that you live in a fucking desert! Yes! You live in a fucking desert! Nothing grows here! Nothing's gonna grow here! God damn it, come here! Son of a bitch, come here. You see this, huh? You see this? This is sand, yeah. Did you know nothing can grow in this shit? Did you know that, huh? Here, eat some of it. Taste it, motherfucker. It's sand. You know what's gonna be 100 years from now? It's gonna be sand! You live in a fucking desert! Get your kids, get your shit. We'll make one trip. We'll take you to where the food is. We have deserts in America. We just don't live in them, asshole! You guys been great. God bless you. Good night.
like to tell a few of the jokes that made me the huge international star that I am today. You know, it's an interesting town, LA, and it's interesting when you stay home, you know what I mean? I'm sitting there in my house. This guy comes up, he knocks on the door, I answered. He says he wants to come in and teach me about the second coming and the gift of tongues. I says, well, park that bicycle and come on in, you know. You know, I believe that men are on this earth for one reason and one reason only, to serve me. And two, to bring back food and build a comfortable hive for me and my larvae. And three, to willingly move on when it's time for a younger drone with more stamina. Oh, call me old-fashioned. Well, I'm from Salt Lake City. That's where I was born and reared more than once. And I'm Jewish, so that's why I'm like this. But a lot of Mormon people in Salt Lake. You know, I like to call them the Nazi Amish. But, you know, I'm a housewife, but I prefer to be called domestic goddess. But I have 3 kids. I'll tell you how I had them. I had one with the birth control pill, one with the diaphragm, then I had another one with the IUD. I don't even know what happened to my IUD. Never came out. But I do have my suspicions because that kid picks up HBO. So... You know, my husband says he wanted more space, so I locked him outside. You know, the men think that the women know where everything is, don't they? Oh, they think you know everything. Where's my keys? Where's my socks? Where did I leave my wallet? Where's my underwear? Where's my brain? Yeah. Like they think the uterus is a tracking device. It comes in there the other day, says, Roseanne, do we have any Cheetos left? Like he can't go over and lift up that sofa cushion himself. And then, of course, the men think they do everything better than the women, but they only do 3 things better. 3 things, I have it all figured out. Number 1, pee out a campfire. Number 2, write their name in the snow using no utensils. And 3, reading the maps. The men, boy, they do read maps better. And that's one thing they absolutely do, is read maps better. No, it's true. I'm telling you it's true. Because only the male mind could conceive of 1 inch equaling 100 miles. People don't think like skinny people. You know, we have our own way of thinking and everything, which is very apparent. Like, did you ever ask a fat person on the street for directions? Because that's when the difference in thinking really shows. You go up to them, you ask them where something is, they tell you like this. Well, go down here to Arby's. And go right past Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's that chocolate brown building over there.
Years ago, I worked in a natural organic health food store in Seattle, Washington. One day, a man walked in and he said, "If I melt dry ice, can I swim without getting wet?" I said, "I don't know. Let me ask Tony." 2 days later, I was fired for eating cotton candy and drinking straight Bosco on the job. So I figured I'd leave the area, because I had no ties there anyway, except for this girl I was seeing. We had conflicting attitudes. I really wasn't into meditation. She really wasn't into being alive. told her I knew when I was gonna die because my birth certificate has an expiration date on it. Decided to leave and go to California, so I packed up my Salvador Dali print of two blindfolded dental hygienists trying to make a circle on an Etch-a-Sketch. And I headed for the highway and began hitching. Within 3 minutes, I got picked up by one of those huge trailer trucks carrying 20 brand new cars. Climbed up the side of the cab and I opened the door and the guy said, "I don't have much room in here, why don't you get in one of the cars in the back?" So I did. And he was really into picking up people because he picked up 19 more. We all had our own cars. Then he went 90 miles an hour, we all got speeding tickets. I had the photograph on my license taken out of focus on purpose. So when the police do stop me, they go, "Here, you can go."
I had to fly from LA today to do the fucking show, which is my own fault, because I'm working, but you ever get on a fucking plane? There's the two nightmares, right? The fat guy, that sucks. The sweaty fat guy, right? We've all had that guy, right? And the folds of his fat are like leaning over on your fucking shit. That's the worst. The big sweaty fat, he's eating all the time. Do you ever sit next to a fat guy that brings his own fucking food? Oh, man. But there's not enough food in the airplane for you, fatso? But the second worst one is the one I had today. The fucking woman who won't shut up. Sitting behind me, like 24. Thinks she's the most interesting broad in the history of broads? No! 5 fucking hours she talked for. I was trying to sleep, I was exhausted. 5 fucking hours. I work at the Travel Channel. It's really interesting. I fly all over the world and travel this and that, travel that, travel. The guy sitting next to her wasn't her boyfriend. A regular guy was like, And I'm trying to sleep, and she won't shut the fuck up. And finally, she falls asleep. And I'm wide fucking awake. Fucking assholes. And what's with the fucking pilots? They have to come on and tell you every fucking thing they do for the entire flight.
This is your captain speaking, and we're going to be flying right now to Boston. And we'll be flying over Colorado, over Chicago, and down the East Coast. And I'll be checking in with you from time to time. This is the captain again, and just want to let you know you can unfasten your seatbelts now. It should be smooth sailing for the next few hours. This is your captain again. I'm wearing blue pants and a white shirt. I'm a big fan of wrestling, and my friends call me Nick.
Shut the fuck up and fly the fucking plane. I don't want to hear any fucking reports unless we're going down, all right? If we're going down, come here.
We're all going to die, okay? See you later.
That's all. That's all I fucking need, okay? I want to sleep, and I can't smoke. I want to sleep. If I could smoke, I'd fucking go in and talk to you. Fucking assholes. That's the title of my new book, Fucking Assholes.
You know, my grandmother would discipline me, beat my ass. I deserved them too. She used to beat my ass. Remember them switches you used to have to go get yourself to beat your own ass with? And they had them leaves on you, had to go. I see them trees today, I stop the car and get out the car to kill that motherfucker. Right, I see what I say, you won't grow up, you motherfucker. Right, because that was some hell of a psychology, right? To make you go get a switch to beat your own ass with. Right, my grandma said, boy, go get me something to beat your ass with. And that would be the longest walk in the world. That would be the And you knew you couldn't come back with no little one either. Because if you come back with a little one, she going out there and get the tree and beat your ass with it. Right, you be going in the house, that vine makes such a weird sound in your ear, you be doing, it make you start crying before you get in the house, right? Mama, Mama, won't do no more, Mama. And like I said, my mama would beat my ass with anything, right? Like, she'd take them old douchebag pipes. You remember them old long red cars? On them big fat douchebags. You remember my grandmother used to call them a hot water bottle. Used to hang in the bathroom on a coat hanger. Smell like vinegar. Boy, she'd rip that boy off and tear your ass up. And I'd always try to go to sleep to get out of ass whooping, right? You know, I'd pass up supper and everything, ease in the covers, say, well, shit, I got it made. She'd wake your ass up, 1 in the morning. Get your ass off that bed. Don't you run from me. Don't you ever run from me. As long as you black, don't you run from me. And you wake up in the morning, whelps and shit be all on your face, nuts all swole up. You be good for 8 months. Be no trouble. Because I hate it for my father like the discipline, because that motherfucker just hit you with anything. Nigga he make you hurt yourself. You know, he said, say nigga, you know, fuck your own eye out and shit. And my dad would say shit to me, just scare me, because I'd be coming in, you know, he called it when I was smelling my piss. He was scary to talk to, right? I'd say, hey, Dad, I'm going to the movie. You know, he said, say, nigga, you want to take that bass out your voice when you talk to me?
I'm going to the movie if you let me, Dad. Please, I hope it's okay.
One time I got tired of him kicking my ass. You know, I had a fight with him in the front yard. Well, it wasn't exactly a fight. I did the best I could. I said, man, I'm tired of taking these ass women. I ain't taking no fucking more. And that's it.
Hey, what, you a man now, motherfucker?
Yeah, okay. And he hit me in the chest so hard that my chest just caved in and wrapped around his fist and held it there. I wasn't letting that fist go. I didn't give a fuck what he did. My chest had that fist. Everywhere he moved his arm, I was hanging on. And I didn't know he wasn't gonna kill me. You know, he grabbed me by my throat. My eyes was getting big and shit, and he bust my head against the cement, and some blood came out. And when you see your own blood, you freak. I start trying to push that shit back down in there. I said, Dad, I'm your son, I'm your son, I'm your son. He said, no, motherfucker, you was a man a minute ago. He was beautiful though, Jack. Motherfucker had strength. His inner strength, you know, a good human being. Motherfucker had a lot of heart. Say anything that was on his mind, anytime. I mean, he was brutally honest. Like, we was going to my stepmother's funeral, and it was like one of the coldest days in the history of Peoria, Illinois, like 20 below zero. And I'm sitting in the back seat with my father crying and shit. I say, Pop, it's all right, man, it's gonna be okay. He said, man, it getting any colder, they're gonna bury the bitch by herself. No, I'm not lying. That's my father. I wouldn't lie on him, you know. He'd be at the graveyard talking to the preacher, say, man, when the shit over? Goddamn. Get to the part about the date. Shit, I love you, baby, but goddamn, cold out here. Then you go home, right, and you eat everything. All the neighbors bring food. You know, everybody brings something you eat and drink, forget about the past and shit. Try to look forward. A lady named Miss Irene brought some dressing, beautiful dressing with almonds, you know. It was beautiful. Miss Irene used to help raise me too, you know, with my grandmother. And she had some beautiful dressing. We was eating it till somebody saw some little feet on their almonds. Say, Rich, there's some feet hanging on my almond. Say, well, you the only one got a roach, motherfucker.
The rest of us had almonds. Now kiss my ass. I don't want to hear the shit, all right? My grandmother said, now don't say nothing to her, boy. So you know she going blind. So she can't see very well. She probably left the oven open overnight and they crawled in there. But you did have roaches, baby. You had roaches just like everybody else. They're good too, wasn't they, honey?
I said this, damn, you know it's damn near impossible to kill motherfucking roaches. I mean, they just won't die. You be talking about decon, roaches laugh in your face. Roaches come out of them.
Hey, when you gonna have some more decon? Say Friday? Okay. Say there's a decon party Friday, fellas. You got anything for the rats? Cause they coming Thursday.
Ain't nothing can kill roaches for sure except 12D.